WSLS 10 has uncovered threats made toward a Virginia senator by a local gun control advocate and father of a murdered local journalist. As we've reported, Andy Parker admitted last night he sent a message to Senator Bill Stanley using explicit language, but claimed he did not intend to physically threaten him. Parker claims his statement was politically motivated. WSLS 10's Rachel Lucas joins us now with more on a new message found shortly after our broadcast last night. So, Rachel, you spoke one-on-one with Stanley today. What do you have to say?
Well, Lindsay, I met with Senator Stanley at his office in Manita, and he shared with me the alleged threats that he's received from Parker, some of which have since been deleted, but were saved by Stanley and shared with us. All messages were made Tuesday night, and while most were political in nature, there are two that Stanley says is crossing the line. In a series of public posts on Senator Bill Stanley's personal and campaign Facebook pages, it's this comment from Andy Parker made on an NRA-related post that now disturbs Stanley the most, saying, quote, "You sorry little coward. You didn't even have the decency to reach out to offer a lame condolence after my daughter Allison Bailey was murdered in your district. When you see me again, you best walk the other way, lest I beat your little ass with my bare hands."
It was very clear that he intended to do myself and or my family harm.
Stanley says the two have never spoken, but that hasn't stopped Parker from attacking his stance on gun control.
He's been attacking me for months. I've let it go. I know he's going through a grieving process. I want to let him grieve. And if I'm the subject matter of that and the ability for him to work through it, then I was going to let him do that. But he crossed the line.
Stanley has filed a complaint with Capitol Police about the threats that, if found credible, could bring felony charges. But not everyone is taking it seriously. Thursday, Governor Terry McAuliffe said in a statement to WRVA Radio that Stanley needed to man up.
Andy, you know, he's passionate, obviously, about the issue, rightfully so. Bill Stanley knew that Andy Parker had no interest in physically harming him. This is a political stunt. Come on, Bill, you're tougher than that.
Stanley says it's much more than that.
To say that I need to man up, I guess that's what I should tell my 13-year-old who's so concerned about his mom that he's texting him. I guess I should say the governor says man up.
Threats that, while Parker tells us, are only political, Stanley isn't taking lightly. He's taking extra precaution at home and at the office and has canceled upcoming public appearances. Now, when we asked Parker about the latest threat, he still claims that he meant no physical harm. In a statement released on his behalf by the organization Everytown, he says, quote, "In my grief over the murder of my daughter and my anger over a political system that allows incidents like that to continue, I spoke regrettably. I apologize for my words, but make no mistake that I will continue to seek justice and change as a father in memory of my daughter." In studio, Rachel Lucas, WSLS 10.